I'm on that song. Life to me is a riverboat, watching the sun go down. A rock and roll band with a river in my hand.
Good day, Internet. Today we are here at the Beckley annual Show and Shine car show, and we got the RX7 here. This is actually the second show that I've brought it to. The other one was our local tuner club car show, the Fold Back to Basics 3, and this is its second car show. So this one is much more so tailored to older vehicles. And I feel like this car fits in with the crowd a little bit better than my Mazda Speed 3 does. So there's mine, there's my buddy Zach's, and as you can tell, he has modified a couple things about his, given that it is a solid rear axle car and that's not possible from the factory. So yeah. Also check this out. He's done a custom rear suspension setup. The entire rear frame was fabricated by him. And then this was airbrushed whenever he was done. So underneath here, there's a Miata subframe. Fucking crazy. This is a Reliant Gym. It is one of the coolest, rarest, weirdest things I've ever seen in person. Apparently 67 of these were made. I don't think there's a curved panel on the entire thing. This is so cool. And so weird. It is the next day. We're back from the show. It was a super fun day. The car ran great. So now let's talk about some work that I've been doing to it. So one thing that I completely neglected to do anything about was the front alignment. You saw what I did with the front suspension. I completely took everything apart, put new bushings and things, readjusted stuff, and the alignment was just completely unknown. And I was so excited to drive the car that I just drove it anyway. And it was plowing really, really good. So this wheel was going like that. The other wheel on the other side was going like that. And that completely destroyed a set of brand new tires in 2.5 months. So I'm not exactly proud of that, but it's kind of funny at the expense of my wallet. So I got 2 new tires installed. These are the new ones. I'll include a picture of the roasted ones next to these ones. Yeah, I destroyed them very quickly. And in one of the driving videos I said, man, this thing steers great. Well, my standards were not very high, clearly, because the alignment was very screwed up. And what I've been doing is I'm trying to just learn about car alignment a little bit. I should just take it to a shop and have them do it, but that's no fun. So I am kind of trial and erroring the length of the tie rods. And I'm on about my 3rd iteration of adjusting these and trying to get them equal. And right now they are both 53.44 millimeters in length between the 2 pieces of metal. Not the 2 nuts, but, you know, the actual linkage end things, whatever you call those. So I just adjusted that. I'm going to slap some wheels back on it, go for a drive, and see if it feels any better. So at first it was plowing really bad, and then I adjusted it so it was towed in too much by just a little bit, but it felt pretty good when I was driving, but it was towed in a little bit excessively. Then I adjusted it too far in the other direction, and now I'm trying to hone in on exactly where it should be. In the manual for this car, it says that it should be between 0 and 6 millimeters of toe-in, That measurement happens at the back of the wheel. So you measure the back of the wheel from side to side and the front of the wheel from side to side, and you measure that difference. So it should be per side between 0 and 3 millimeters towed in. So that's an exaggeration, but that's what it should be. And you definitely don't want to be on the other side of the spectrum, which is where it was before I just adjusted it right now. So let's see if it drives any straighter. So since the last video, which was just a big list of tiny things that I've been improving, I've continued to nick away at this thing, improving small things, such as our dead pedal. This used to be really rusty, and I did not actually have the plastic bit that your foot goes on. So I ordered that plastic piece, and I sandblasted the piece of metal, and I painted it, and I installed it, and now I got a dead pedal again. Again, minor thing, but that's what makes it the full driving experience. I got my full 4 pedals. Another thing, I actually managed to find that piece of plastic that is used for the turn signal canceling. I actually managed to get that from Atkins Rotary. Friggin' awesome. So I got a couple other things from there. The clips that hold on the front windshield trim pieces, those break all the time, and I have like 2 of them that are broken. Turn signal cancel cam, got that. The gaskets for my fuel tank sending unit. Right now, my fuel tank sending unit is leaking pretty dramatically anytime I fill it up with too much gas, so I really don't fill it up any more than that, which is kind of annoying. I'd like to be able to fill up the tank, so I'm just going to tackle that whenever I feel like it, but she's all warmed up. I guess I could unchoke it now. Probably could have unchoked it a while ago. Yes, I'm still using the vise grips because I haven't fixed that problem yet. It's a little extra warm right now. That's pretty high for it. I've been sitting here idling for a little bit, so let's go for a rip. See if it drives any straighter than before. Alright, so we fixed the alignment. This is a bit of a change of scenery because I have to show you something. This is something exciting for the RX7 series and my RX7 ownership in general. We are going to get ourselves a parts car. Check this bad boy out. It says sold because it's sold to me. I do not physically own it yet. It lives in Nova Scotia, and I live in Prince Edward Island, Canada, so I'm about 3.5 hours away from it. There's a bit of a story as to why I don't own it yet. My friend that's going to be making the road trip with me and offering his truck up, he unfortunately got sick on the day that I was supposed to go and pick this up. So plans got shifted to this Saturday. So wish me luck this Saturday. We're going to go with a U-Haul trailer. We're going to try and pick this thing up. No, we're not going to try. We will pick this thing up. It's been 2 weeks that I've been trying to buy this thing. I need it in my yard. I need it in my life. Why do I want this? So I'm going to pay more for this than the original RX7. So you know how my channel, or not my channel, this series is called $1,000 RX7? Well, it's still going to be a $1,000 RX7, but we have spent $1,000 on it many times already. So it's just, the base shell was $1,000, and that's what's kind of interesting about it. This is a nicer car than mine. So despite this chassis almost certainly having less rust than the one that I've already fixed up, I'm going to keep driving the one that I fixed up because I don't want that work to be for nothing, and I also don't feel like labor is a thing, you know? I really don't feel like doing the entire project over again. I have custom tailored my current RX-7 exactly the way that I want it. I just want to improve my current car in a couple of different ways, and I don't care that this one is less rusty than my current one, because I already fixed it, alright? I'm going to keep this chassis if my current one ever fully rusts out and dies, because I'm probably going to love these cars for the rest of my life. We'll see. So, I'm picking this thing up. Why do I want this? So, it is the same color as mine. It's Tornado Silver Metallic, so that is extremely lucky. And I know these are Facebook pictures, and you're looking at it through my monitor, which is really not ideal, but look at the clear coat on it. All of the clear coat looks fine. So I'm pretty sure that's a big-ass dent right there. I don't care, because my current one doesn't have a dent there. Not sure what happened to the original GSL SE wheel. So this is a GSL SE. If you're not savvy with RX-7s, that is the top trim RX-7 that exists. And that offers a couple things that mine doesn't have, such as a limited slip differential and a different, better bolt pattern. But the most important thing is the 13B. We're getting a 13B. So right now I have the 12A, which is the smaller, lower displacement rotary engine that was offered in the RX-7. This one has more displacement and it's fuel injected. And I have plans cooking in my brain. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but we're going to build a rotary. Oh, buddy, you know we're building a rotary. So I think my plan is to take the... I'm getting ahead of myself. I think the plan is to take some of the 12A parts from my current engine and the bigger displacement 13B parts and put them together into some sort of super awesome rotary engine thing that I can street port and make epic braps. That's part of the idea. So it has the sweet engine. It has all of these panels that I'm just going to steal from it. So every panel that's better than my current car, which I think is all of them. I don't know if that right there is a dent or not. I'm really not sure. But anyway, I'm going to take the eyelids. I'm going to take the entire hood. I'm going to take the front fenders. So I repainted my front fenders and did a whole bunch of body work on them to make them look as good as they do now. And they don't look that great. They probably don't look as good as these ones that are still factory painted and still have the factory clear coat. So we are going to take everything on this car that's better, and we're going to put it on mine. So like, I have two or three dents in this door. If this one's better, I'm just going to take it. The hood was a big thing, because really the paint on the car is okay-ish on mine, except for the hood. The clear coat on the hood is completely destroyed, and this one looks like I can just take it off this car and put it on mine and upgrade the aesthetic level of my car. So also, okay, so those are the two big things. It has the 13B engine, and it has a bunch of mint panels on it that I can just take. So I was already talking to this guy about buying it, and then I noticed in the pictures, is that a glass sunroof? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It has the glass sunroof. That's not as... The only way that you'll understand how big of a deal that is if you have tried to buy one before. They are... If you're Canadian and you're buying one used, it's going to be at least $1,000, maybe $2,000. They're usually like $800 USD to like $1,500 USD for the glass sunroof. And whenever I saw that this one had that, on top of giving me body panels and a 13B, my jaw dropped. I literally opened my mouth and was like, holy shit, that is the glass sunroof. So, yeah, that's going to conclude this video. We're getting a parts car with a bunch of exciting parts for the RX-7. Hopefully that 13B is going to give me a rotary engine build project over this winter. And it's going to be lots of good rotary content for the Giles Vesey YouTube channel. And yeah, hopefully this thing will be all mine this Saturday, so in a couple of days. So next time, hopefully we're going to be checking this thing out. So tune in for that, and thanks for watching.